Alrighty, so this is interesting. Oh my goodness, y'all are getting to be really good sports about this. This is take two of day three because I, again, thought I had all the settings right, but the video still ended up muffled. So thank you for bearing with me, and I appreciate your patience. So let's try this again a little bit more unmuffled like. We are in day three of New Year's Centering. A 5-day series where we're talking about ways to center yourself and set intentions for the new year. I'm Melissa Corley Carter, the Barefoot Dancing Rocket Scientist, and I help high achievers discover a renewed sense of purpose, joy, and zest for life by setting healthy boundaries and saying no to distraction so they can say yes to their wildest dreams. Today, we're talking about that saying no part. And again, thanks for your patience as we do this again. But the idea is in letting go and saying no, that a lot of times we're carrying around a lot of weight of expectations and weight of things that we've taken on in our lives that can get in the way of us living our most powerful and purposeful lives. Because it's all this stuff that we think we have to do in order to be a good person or be the person that society expects us to be, when it might be distracting us from who we really are and the gifts that we're really here to give the world. So a lot of times we just need to let go of some of that stuff and create space to be more of who we really are. So today I'm going to be asking you, so on Monday we took a pause, and then yesterday we looked back on our year in review. Today we're going to be looking forward to next year. And I'm going to be asking you what you want to say no to next year in 2022. With the caveat that I want you to think about this in terms of if there were no consequences. So also a lot of the times we're afraid to say no to things because we think we should say yes, again, to be a good person or to be that person that society expects us to be. We think that we're supposed to say yes to things. A lot of times it's that fear of disappointing someone or disappointing ourselves or disappointing society at large in some way that keeps us from saying no. So in order to get to the heart of what is really on your heart that you might want to say no to, I'll ask you to consider this in the framework of if there were no consequences. Thinking about that gives you the awareness. And then with time and practice, you can actually build the confidence to go ahead and actually say no. Today, we're just going to do the awareness part. So with that, I'll invite you to come into the meditative space. Go ahead and get comfortable. I invite you to close your eyes if that feels good. Or just kind of gaze down at the floor, not focusing on anything in particular. And just arrive here in this moment. Taking a big deep breath in, letting it out, letting go of anything that's happened to this point or anything that might come after. Arriving in this moment and starting, as we have each time, with focusing on the breath. Focusing on the sensations you experience as the breath enters and leaves the body. Not judging any thoughts that come and go. Just focusing on the breath for another moment. And now I'll invite you to consider and see what comes up when I ask, what do you want to say no to in 2022? Maybe an idea or more than one popped into your mind. Maybe it's a mindset that's no longer working for you. Maybe it's a draining relationship that you want to say no to completely or change some parameters around, set some new boundaries around. Maybe it's something you committed to a long time ago when you were a different person that you're feeling now brings up a sense of obligation. It's not really lighting you up anymore. But maybe you're a little bit afraid to say no. Maybe you're afraid of disappointing someone. Maybe it's a lack of self-trust that you want to say no to, meaning you want to start trusting yourself more and trusting your decisions more. All of that is within your power. Again, not worrying about consequences, not worrying about how, not worrying about the doing aspect, just gaining awareness of what's in your heart that you're ready to say no to or wanting to say no to. The awareness is the first step. Anything else that has come up for you and reflecting on what you want to say no to? Don't worry about writing anything down. Just rest in the awareness. And then letting go of any thoughts and reflections and returning your attention to the breath. Taking a few moments to let go again of any of those thoughts, any feelings, just noticing the sensations of the breath, recentering yourself here in this moment. Anytime thoughts come up, not judging them, just calmly redirecting your attention to the breath. And then when you're ready, gently opening your eyes or bringing up your gaze and returning your attention to the room. All right. Hopefully that brought up some awareness for you about something you might want to actually say no to. Again, this is not, you don't need to immediately rush off and figure out how to do anything. You don't need to take action on this today. Just be in the awareness and trust that, again, with time, with confidence, with practice, you can actually say no to the things that are draining you. And what we're going to do tomorrow is talk about our hell yes. So when we can clear some space with the no's, we can create that space to really remember or discover what we really want to say yes to. The yes that's really burning in our hearts and our souls that we are here to give the world. So with that, I hope to see you back here tomorrow. Thank you again for your patience with the technology and with my slow learning of how to use it, apparently. I thank you for your time and your attention and for your willingness to take a few moments out of your day for you. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow, where we'll be talking about your hell yes. Thank you. Bye.